before becoming friends with PewDiePie. A once desperate MrBeast would use him at any given opportunity to become successful.
You know, how much money you can actually make off of YouTube. We're going to be discussing how much PewDiePie makes per day.
And when everything failed, MrBeast's journey to go to absolute extremes for attention started. Today, MrBeast, with over 166 million subscribers, is one of the most popular YouTubers, surpassing his idol.
Is your love still as strong as it once was for PewDiePie?
Obviously, yeah. No, he's great. I appreciate how humble he is.
But it wasn't always like that. First, he had to go through years of desperation before seeing success. And it all started in 2015, the first time he thought about using PewDiePie. On the 3rd of September 2015, PewDiePie initiated a unique event known as the Shoutout competition.
I also wanted to take this time to announce another shoutout competition. We've done 2 or 3 before. They are usually, it's such a small thing for me to do, but they usually have had really big impact on other YouTubers. YouTube is such a space where the ones that are on top, it's easy for us, but for everyone else down at the bottom, there's so many talented people, they don't usually get the same kind of shot.
On page 45 of the Shoutout competition thread, where users had to comment in order to have a chance to be picked by PewDiePie, reveals a comment from a then unfamiliar name, Jimmy Donaldson. Channel, MrBeast 6000. I have a series where I make fun of the worst intros on YouTube. I've been doing YouTube for 3 years, and I give my all in my channel. I honest to God give everything I can to be original, and I swear if you pick me, it will be the best decision of your life. I love YouTube with a passion, and it will always be what I do. Please, PewDiePie, please just give me a chance. But MrBeast was ignored, so he decided if he couldn't reach PewDiePie, he'd have to rise to his level.
PewDiePie gets 10 million views per day. Every single day, 10 million views, which is over 300 million views a month and billions of views per year. It's a ridiculous amount of money just for making videos, but, you know, whatever, man. That's what, I mean, that should give, if you think it's that easy, if you're gonna leave a comment saying, I hate how we make so much money off of, you know, making videos for the internet or whatever, you know, just do it yourself. If you think it's that easy, just start uploading, do it yourself. You'll see it's not as hard as it's not as easy as it looks.
Over time, MrBeast's obsession with PewDiePie grew, becoming an important part of MrBeast's journey.
I think he deserves every penny he makes, and he doesn't do YouTube for money. It is really obvious if you just watch some of his videos. He does it for fun and because he enjoys it.
A French philosopher by the name of Michel de Montaigne perfectly captured the essence of this situation, stating, "Obsession is the wellspring of genius and madness."
In this video, I will say PewDiePie 100,000 times. PewDiePie!
Jimmy is slowly going insane and doesn't even realize it. This nobleman cared more about PewDiePie than his own channel. In 2019, MrBeast would then transform his obsession into a marketing masterpiece.
But the talk of the town right now is the battle between 2 channels, the ones we'll discuss in this episode of the Infographics Show, PewDiePie versus T-Series.
With the Battle of the Titans, stirring the internet as PewDiePie and T-Series competed for the top spot, rather than being a bystander in this war, MrBeast made a declaration.
We bought half a row of tickets right behind the field goal at the Super Bowl to promote PewDiePie in front of 100 million people.
Although years ago he was not chosen by PewDiePie, he promised himself that he would join the ranks of the best.
Are you subscribed to PewDiePie?
No.
You should do it right now.
Yeah, can you
subscribe? Okay.
Yeah, to PewDiePie. Not T-Series, just PewDiePie.
This was not the only instance. He was determined to help PewDiePie remain at the top.
So I'm just trying to, you know, get as much advertising as I can for PewDiePie to, you know, help him stay #1.
How can we help you, Mr. Beast?
Everyone listening, just grab your phone, go on YouTube, search PewDiePie, and subscribe to him.
Just ask where the name Mr. Beast came from.
I couldn't think of anything to ask him because all you wanted to do was talk about PewDiePie. I have no idea what PewDiePie is.
Unfortunately, T-Series eventually surpassed PewDiePie in subscriber count, claiming the title as the most subscribed YouTube channel. But the battle did not end until MrBeast helped PewDiePie achieve his one last goal.
Look at this. PewDiePie gained 5 million subscribers in November. Like, that's crazy. 5 mil on YouTube in 30 days. Never been done before. He's raised a lot of money for charity, and I think he's a good guy. And I want to support his charity stream. So yeah, let's donate to him.
MrBeast!
Hey, we made Dad happy.
Thank you very much, MrBeast. I was wondering when you would show up.
PewDiePie can't get rid of us. Like, he's just stuck with us.
Mr. Beast, God angel, thank you very much.
No problem, Dad. It's the least I could do.
Wow. I thought MrBeast only talked about PewDiePie for the meme, but I'm pretty sure he's actually in love with him. But did this mutual support affect MrBeast's growth? Let's take a look at the stats. If we take a look at match the dates when he first started his Sub for PewDiePie campaign in October, we can see that there is a major spike in views and subs following the release of his video on PewDiePie. Although MrBeast had some initial success in his early years, he didn't fully take off until the release of his video on PewDiePie. To probe further into MrBeast's calculated progression, let's take a look at his Twitter activity and examine how many times MrBeast tweeted about PewDiePie. We can see that MrBeast has mentioned PewDiePie 49 times between 2018 and 2019. However, after finally reaching fame, MrBeast mention of PewDiePie dropped to 3 times between 2020 and 2023. Could MrBeast's rise to fame be the reason for fewer mentions of PewDiePie? As his tweets became less frequent, it leads us to question, what was happening with PewDiePie at this time?
I've already retired. I decided a couple months ago. I'm doing YouTube in a more low pace. I'm sorry. That means that I'm not uploading as frequent as I am, but I just decided I'm retired.
While there were many fans supporting PewDiePie's idea of retirement, another user asked,
what's your philosophical standpoint in life? That sensational pleasures will never give you long-term happiness, okay? Long-term happiness comes from flourishing in life and being the person that you want to be, the best version of yourself.
But not everyone agreed with that statement. From what I understand, Pew's idea of happiness is avoid doing the things that doesn't benefit you in the future and do things that increase the possibility of success is happiness. But I think that happiness is far more complex than that. Picture this. An admired sports star retires at their peak, leaving the field to rising stars but removing the chance for a direct contest. That was MrBeast's situation. With PewDiePie stepping back, YouTube was his to dominate.
He's kind of just like not trying super hard. I mean, I still enjoy the videos, but they're, you know, like he's pretty checked out.
With his inspiration leaving the scene, what will MrBeast do now?
I recreated every single set from Squid Game in real life, and whichever one of these 456 people survives the longest wins 456 grand.
I'm gonna spend the next 50 hours buried alive in this coffin. Probably the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Well, Bro Army, it's been an amazing time being a part of the most subscribed individual YouTube channel for so many years, but now it's time for MrBeast and his fan base to take over. Brofist. Can MrBeast take over YouTube? Here was MrBeast's thoughts on PewDiePie.
With him, what's admirable is like 90% of creators, like if they had that #1 spot in that long, they would have been such egotistical pricks. They like would have changed, and you know, he never wears designer clothes or flexes on people or looks down on people. And a lot of his friends or the people he has in his videos aren't like super clouded out. You know what I mean? Like that's the thing that I would take away with him. Like, it's really respectable that like he really didn't change much, you know?
And as time passed, everyone asked, bro, I just realized MrBeast will at some point probably surpass PewDiePie. Will they wage a sub war? That would be cool. And probably different YouTube would take different sides on the conflict. That would be a fun YouTube era.
Admit you want to beat PewDiePie.
At what? In likes?
I believe you want to have more subscribers than PewDiePie.
Yeah, but I want to be at the top. I don't know if I want to pass him. Like,
don't like co-leadership. Two kings.
I want to be a top tier YouTuber, but you know, like, dude, we're talking like that's like a decade down the road. Who the hell knows?
Fortunately for MrBeast, he was. Well, he was 9 years off. As MrBeast approached 100 million subscribers, a fan asked PewDiePie,
now that MrBeast has 100 million subscribers, congrats. Do you think he will ever pass you? What do you think of it? Yeah, he definitely will. Come on, I've been retired for like 2 years now. I can't wait for it to be over. His fans are infiltrating my comments. I guess I'm getting a taste of my own medicine. That's all right, he definitely deserves it.
That's just how life is. You can't be at the top forever. Can't think of a better person to take his place. It is said that we often find our purpose where our passions intersect with the needs of the world. True to this, he found purpose not in surpassing his idol, but in shaping his unique brand of success. Because in the end, it's not about being the next PewDiePie, it's about being the first and the best MrBeast.